Chapter 1. A New Beginning to Learn English. Hi, I am Ariel, and today I am going to talk about how you can learn English in a new, exciting, and easy way. If you've been struggling with traditional methods, don't worry. This podcast is here to show you fresh techniques that will make learning English enjoyable and effective. English is more than just a language. It's a tool that opens doors to new opportunities, connections, and experiences. As Rita Mae Brown said, language is the roadmap of a culture. It tells you where its people come from and where they are going. Learning English is like embarking on a journey that takes you to places you've never been before. Many people learn English by memorizing long lists of words or struggling with complex grammar rules. But today, I'll introduce you to new ways to learn English, techniques that are fun, creative, and simple. Whether you're a beginner or just looking for something fresh, these methods will help you learn faster and better. One of the easiest ways to learn English is by connecting it to what you already enjoy. Do you love music? Listen to English songs, sing along, and learn the lyrics. Enjoy movies or shows. Watch them in English with subtitles and pay attention to how words are pronounced. Interested in sports or cooking? Follow English videos or blogs about your hobbies. The key is to make English a part of your daily life without it feeling like a task. Here are some unique techniques that make learning English easy and fun. Instead of memorizing words, create a mind map. For example, start with the word fruit and connect it to apple, banana, orange, etc. Visualizing words helps you remember them better. Change the language settings on your phone to English. This simple step will expose you to everyday English words and phrases. Yes, you heard it right. Practice speaking English by talking to yourself about your day. For example, say, I woke up at 7 a.m. I ate breakfast. I am learning English now. Play English podcasts, audiobooks. Even if you don't understand everything, your brain will get used to the sounds and rhythm of the language. Turn learning into a game. Use apps that teach English through quizzes, challenges, and rewards. It's a fun way to stay motivated, a simple plan for beginners. If you're just starting, here's an easy plan to follow. Learn 5 new words each day. Use those words in sentences like, I like apples, or the sky is blue. Speak one sentence aloud before you sleep. Let me share a story about Nina. She used to feel shy about learning English because she thought it was too hard. But she tried a new method. Every morning she would watch a 5-minute English video with subtitles and repeat the sentences. After a month, Nina felt more confident speaking English and even started helping her friends learn. Nina's advice? Find a method that feels like fun, not work. Learning English isn't about being perfect from the start. It's about taking one step at a time and enjoying the process. As Zig Ziglar said, you don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. I'd love to hear from you. What's your favorite way to learn something new? Comment below and let me know. I might include your ideas in my next podcast. Chapter 2. Learning by Observation. Learning English doesn't have to be about textbooks and grammar rules. One of the most effective ways to learn is by simply observing. Watching how people use English in real life, how they talk, move, and interact can teach you more than memorizing a list of rules. Observation is a natural way to learn. Think about how babies learn their first language. They don't start with grammar books. They watch and listen to the people around them. As Leonardo da Vinci said, observation is the key to discovery. By observing, you'll discover the rhythm, tone, and flow of English without even realizing it. Here's what you should focus on while observing English speakers. Pay attention to the words they use in different situations. For example, how they greet each other. Notice how their voice goes up or down in a sentence. For example, when asking a question, their tone often rises. Observe their gestures and facial expressions. English speakers often use their hands or facial movements to emphasize their words. Watch how they put words together. For instance, "I like apples" is a simple sentence. You can learn sentence patterns just by listening and watching. Here are some easy techniques to turn observation into learning. Start with videos where people speak slowly and clearly. Turn on the subtitles and follow along. Watch movies, TV shows, or YouTube videos where people are having simple conversations. Pause the video and repeat what they say. Study situations. Observe how English speakers order food, ask for directions, or greet each other. Imagine yourself in the same situation and practice what you would say. Listen to a sentence, pause, and repeat it exactly as you heard it. For example, if someone says, "Can I have a coffee?" you say it in the same way. Practice observation in daily life. You don't need to travel to an English-speaking country to observe. You can practice anywhere. Watch interviews or talk shows online. Listen to English-speaking tourists if you meet them. Watch English videos to observe correct pronunciation and sentence structure. John was a shy student who struggled with English. One day, he decided to spend 20 minutes a day observing English conversations online. He watched interviews and repeated what he heard. Over time, he started picking up phrases and intonations naturally. Now, John can confidently speak English in meetings at work. His secret? I learned by watching and repeating. Observation works best when it's part of your daily routine. Here's how to start. Spend 15 minutes watching a simple English video. Write down 2 phrases or sentences that you find interesting. Practice saying those phrases in front of a mirror. What's the most interesting thing you've observed about English speakers? Share it in the comments, and let's learn from each other's experiences. When you think of learning English, do you imagine books filled with long lists of words? Let's change that. Visual learning is a fun and creative way to improve your English. By using pictures, videos, and visual cues, you can make learning easier and more memorable. Our brains are wired to process images faster than text. That's why we remember faces and pictures more easily than words. As Albert Einstein said, imagination is more important than knowledge. Visual learning taps into your imagination, helping you understand and retain English effortlessly. How to use visual learning. Here are simple ways to use visuals to learn English. Create flashcards for new words with pictures instead of definitions. For example, for the word apple, draw or print a picture of an apple. Each time you see the card, the image will help you remember the word. Watch English videos that use visuals to explain words and ideas. Videos designed for beginners, where pictures and actions help you learn vocabulary and phrases. Create mind maps to connect ideas visually. For instance, start with the word food and draw lines connecting it to pizza, fruit, or salad. Seeing the connections helps you remember better. Don't worry if you're not an artist. Drawing simple stick figures or shapes to represent new words can make them stick in your memory. For example, draw a sun for bright or a tree for green. The world around you is filled with visual cues that can teach you English. Product labels. Read labels on food, drinks, or household items in English. For example, the word soap on a soap bar. Street signs. Observe English signs and try to guess their meaning. Menus. Look at English menus and match words with pictures of food. Practice with interactive tools. Technology offers amazing tools for visual learners. Language apps. Many apps use pictures and games to teach English words. Online quizzes. Take quizzes with picture-based questions. Videos with captions. Watch videos that show both images and text to reinforce learning. Lily was struggling to learn English until she started using visual aids. She created flashcards with pictures of animals, fruits, and objects, and reviewed them daily. She also watched animated videos with subtitles. Lily says, "Seeing the words and pictures together made everything so clear. Learning felt like playing a game. To make visual learning even more effective, say the words out loud as you see them. For example, when you see a picture of a cat, say, 'This is a cat.' This combines visual, auditory, and verbal learning, making the words stick in your memory. Set a goal to learn 5 new words using pictures every day. Draw them, watch videos, or create flashcards. By the end of the week, you'll have learned 25 new words. What's your favorite way to learn visually? Is it drawing, watching videos, or using apps? Share your thoughts in the comments, and I'll share some personalized tips just for you. Chapter 4. Learning through movement and actions. Learning English isn't just about sitting still with a book. By connecting words to actions and movements, you can make learning fun and unforgettable. Moving while you learn engages your body and mind, helping you remember words and phrases naturally. Think about how you remember the action wave when someone waves at you or the word jump when you see someone jumping. Physical actions create strong connections in your brain. As Confucius said, "I hear and I forget. I see and I remember. I do and I understand. By doing, you'll truly understand." Here are some simple and effective ways to use movement in your learning. When you learn a verb, act it out. For example, jump while saying jump. Clap your hands while saying clap. This links the word to the action, making it easy to remember. Create gestures for words or phrases. For example, make a circular motion for round. Pretend to eat for hungry. Role-playing conversations. Act out everyday situations, like ordering food at a restaurant. Pretend you're the customer and say, "I'd like a sandwich, please." Switch roles and be the waiter. Take a walk and name the things you see in English. Say tree, car, or bird as you pass them. Describe actions like the dog is running or the boy is playing. Your daily routine is a perfect opportunity to learn English. While cooking, say, I am cutting the vegetables. When cleaning, say, I am sweeping the floor. During exercise, say, I am jumping. I am stretching. The more you connect actions to words, the easier it becomes to recall them. Features videos where words are demonstrated with actions. Watch these videos, mimic the actions, and say the words aloud. This combination of visual learning and movement is incredibly effective. Mark hated sitting still to study English. He decided to try learning through actions. He acted out words like run, sit, and open. He even danced while repeating phrases like, let's go. After a month, Mark noticed he could remember words much faster. He says, learning through actions feels natural. It's like playing a game. Combine movement with speaking. When you move and speak simultaneously, your brain forms a stronger memory. For example, if you learn the word swim, mimic swimming motions while saying it. This reinforces both the word and its meaning. Here's how to make learning with movement a part of your daily routine. Spend 15 minutes each day acting out words or phrases. Use movement-based learning for at least 5 new words daily. Pair actions with sentences. For example, act like you're writing and say, I am writing a letter. Think of 3 actions you can use to learn new words today. Share them in the comments. I'd love to hear how you're making English learning fun through movement. Writing doesn't have to be boring or difficult. In fact, creative writing is one of the most exciting ways to learn English. By letting your imagination flow, you'll not only learn new words, but also understand how to express your thoughts in English. When you write creatively, you make the language your own. It's no longer just about rules. It's about how you feel and what you want to say. As Ernest Hemingway said, we are all apprentices in a craft where no one ever becomes a master. Writing is a journey, and every word you write brings you closer to fluency. If you're new to writing, don't worry about big essays or stories. Start small with simple exercises. Begin with sentences like, I woke up at 7 a.m. I ate breakfast with my family. I watched a video to learn English. Look around you and describe what you see. For example, the sky is blue and full of clouds. My room is small but cozy. Write the beginning of a sentence and complete it in your own words. For example, I feel happy when my favorite food is. Here are some fun ways to practice writing while being creative. Write a short story starting with a sentence like, once upon a time there was a cat who loved to read books. Choose 5 random words, e.g., apple, fast, happy, dance, sun, and write a short paragraph using all of them. Keep a diary where you write a few sentences every day about how you feel, what you did, or what you plan to do. Imagine a conversation between 2 people and write it down. For example, A, how are you? B, I'm fine, thank you. The best way to improve your writing is by sharing it and getting feedback. You can. Ask a friend or teacher to read your writing. Post your sentences or stories in the comments below for suggestions. Watch videos for tips on writing better sentences and improving grammar. Creative writing helps you discover new words and practice grammar naturally. For example, if you write, I saw a big tree, you learn about adjectives. If you write, "He is running fast," you practice present continuous tense. Emily, a beginner in English, started writing short stories about her daily life. At first, her sentences were simple. I go to school, I eat lunch. But as she kept writing, her vocabulary grew, and her sentences became more detailed. I go to school every morning, I eat lunch with my best friends. Emily says, writing helped me think in English and express myself better. Here's how to include creative writing in your daily routine. Spend 15 minutes each day writing something new, a story, a description, or even a single sentence. Challenge yourself to use at least one new word in your writing every day. Revisit what you wrote after a week and try to improve it. Write a short sentence or story about your favorite place. Share it in the comments, and I'll help you make it even better. Chapter 6. Learning through stories and fun stories are magical. They take us to new places, introduce us to new characters, and teach us lessons, all while entertaining us. Did you know they can also help you learn English? By using stories and fun activities, you can improve your vocabulary, grammar, and understanding in a natural and enjoyable way. Stories are powerful because they connect words with emotions and experiences. When you read or listen to a story, you don't just memorize words, you feel them. As Rudyard Kipling said, if history were taught in the form of stories, it would never be forgotten. The same applies to learning English. Here are some simple ways to use stories for learning. Start with simple stories. Begin with short and easy stories like children's books or fairy tales. For example, The Tortoise and the Hare teaches you words like slow, fast, and race. Goldilocks and the Three Bears introduces size-related words, big, small, medium. Listen to audiobooks. Audiobooks let you hear how words are pronounced while following along with the text. Write short, imaginative stories using the words you've learned. For example, once upon a time there was a bird who wanted to fly to the moon. This allows you to practice forming sentences while having fun. Add fun to your learning. Learning doesn't have to be serious all the time. Make it enjoyable with these ideas. Jokes are short and often use simple language. For example, why did the tomato turn red? Because it saw the salad dressing. Laughing while learning makes it memorable. Create a story one sentence at a time. Start with, there was a boy, and keep adding sentences. This works well if you're learning with a friend or group. Watch videos that tell stories in English. This helps you see how sentences flow naturally. Online videos, where stories are told in simple words, perfect for beginners. When you learn through stories, you connect emotionally with the language. For example, when you read a story about a kind character, words like kind, help, or care stick in your mind because you feel them. Here's how to incorporate stories into your routine. Spend 15 minutes daily reading or listening to a story. Write a short story or a summary of what you read. Share your story with a friend or in the comments below. Leo loved animals but couldn't understand English books about them. He started with simple stories about dogs and cats. Slowly, he learned new words like bark, tail, and furry. Today, Leo can read full articles about animals in English. His advice? Stories make learning easy because they make you care. What's your favorite story in English? Or what's the first story you want to read? Share it in the comments, and I'll suggest some beginner-friendly stories to get you started. Chapter 7. Using Technology to Your Advantage. Technology has transformed the way we learn. With apps, tools, and websites at your fingertips, learning English has never been more accessible or exciting. In this chapter, we'll explore how to make the most of technology to learn English in an interactive and fun way. Technology makes learning personalized and flexible. Whether you're a morning learner or a night owl, you can learn anytime, anywhere. As Bill Gates said, technology is just a tool. In terms of getting the kids working together and motivating them, the teacher is the most important. With technology, you are both the learner and the teacher. Best tools for learning English. Here are some amazing tools to help you improve your English. Language learning apps. Apps like Duolingo, Babbel, and Memrise make learning fun with gamified lessons, quizzes, and rewards. You can learn vocabulary, grammar, and pronunciation in bite-sized sessions. Tools like Google Translate or Siri let you practice speaking. Say a word or sentence and see if the app understands. It's a great way to improve pronunciation. Websites like Quizlet allow you to create and use flashcards for vocabulary practice. Flashcards with pictures make learning even faster. YouTube channels. Watch English learning channels with simple and clear explanations. Online, you'll find beginner-friendly videos with subtitles to practice listening and speaking. Interactive grammar tools. Use tools like Grammarly to improve your writing. It highlights mistakes and explains how to fix them. How to use technology. Effectively. Technology works best when you use it consistently and smartly. Here's how to make the most of it. For example, I will learn 5 new words on an app today. Use an app for vocabulary, a website for grammar, and YouTube for listening practice. This way, you cover all areas of learning. Use your phone to write simple messages in English. Practice speaking into a voice recognition tool and see how accurate you are. Watch videos with subtitles and imitate what the speaker says. Pause, repeat, and record yourself. Sam, a beginner learner, started using an app to learn 15 new words each week. He practiced pronunciation with a voice tool and watched videos online to improve his listening skills. In just 2 months, Sam could introduce himself confidently in English. His tip: let technology be your teacher and your practice partner. While technology is helpful, it's important to use it wisely. Don't rely only on one tool. Diversify your learning methods. Avoid spending too much time on games or apps without applying what you've learned. What's your favorite app, tool, or website for learning English? Share it in the comments below. If you haven't tried any yet, tell me what you want to improve, and I'll suggest the best tool for you online. I've uploaded videos and resources designed for beginners like you. These include step-by-step lessons, interactive exercises, and stories that make learning English easy and enjoyable. Don't forget to check them out. Chapter 8. Staying Curious and Creative. Learning English is not just about reaching a goal. It's about enjoying the journey. To keep progressing, you need curiosity and creativity. These are the sparks that turn learning into a lifelong adventure. In this final chapter, we'll explore how to stay motivated, curious, and creative while learning English. Curiosity keeps your mind open to new ideas and helps you explore the world of English with excitement. Albert Einstein said, "I have no special talent. I am only passionately curious." If you stay curious, learning English will never feel like a chore. How to stay curious. Here are some simple ways to keep your curiosity alive. Always ask why, what, or how. For example, why do we say a before some words and an before others? What does idiom mean? Learn English through topics that interest you, like cooking, sports, travel, or art. For example, if you love cooking, watch English cooking shows or read recipes. Set small challenges, like learning 15 new words in a week or writing a short story using only those words. If you're bored with one method, switch to another. For example, move from reading books to listening to audiobooks or watching videos online. Bring creativity to your learning. Creativity makes learning fun and memorable. Here's how to add creativity to your English practice. Solve crossword puzzles. Play Scrabble or try word association games. Use your imagination to write simple stories. For example, once upon a time, there was a kind dog who helped people in need. Draw or paint something and label it in English. For example, draw a house and write door, window, and roof on it. Sing your favorite English songs. It improves pronunciation and makes learning enjoyable. Turn your hobbies into learning opportunities. If you like gardening, learn the English names of plants and tools. If you enjoy traveling, practice introducing yourself or asking for directions in English. Anna was struggling with learning English until she discovered her love for storytelling. She started writing short stories about her day in simple English. Soon, her vocabulary grew, and she became confident in using new words. Anna says, "When you do something you love, learning becomes easy." Creativity and curiosity work best with consistency. Dedicate at least 15 to 20 minutes daily to learning English. Even small efforts add up over time. What's a fun or creative way you've tried to learn English? Share your idea in the comments. If you're looking for something new, ask for suggestions, and I'll help you find the perfect activity. Learning English in a new way is about being open to possibilities, exploring different methods, and making the process enjoyable. As Zig Ziglar said, "You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great." Thank you for joining me on this journey. Remember, English is not just a language, it's a door to endless opportunities. Stay curious, stay creative, and most importantly, enjoy every step of the way. Let's keep learning together.